cell made up of, or what is the structural organization of a cell? If we study a cell under a microscope, we would come across three main features in almost every cell: plasma membrane, nucleus, and cytoplasm. All activities inside the cell and interactions of the cell with its environment are possible due to these features. Let's see how. Plasma membrane. Plasma membrane is also known as cell membrane. This is the outermost covering of the cell that separates the contents of the cell from its external environment. The plasma membrane allows or permits the entry and exit of some materials in and out of the cell. It acts as a gatekeeper of the cell. It also prevents movement of some other materials. Therefore, it is called a selectively permeable membrane. Now, how does the movement of substances takes place into the cell? How do substances move out of the cell? Some substances like carbon dioxide or oxygen can move across the cell membrane by a process called diffusion. Diffusion is the spontaneous movement of a substance from a region of high concentration to a region of low concentration. For example, substances like carbon dioxide, which is a cellular waste and requires to be excreted out by the cell, accumulates in high concentrations inside the cell. But in the external environment, the concentration of carbon dioxide is low as compared to that inside the cell. As soon as there is a difference of concentration of carbon dioxide inside and outside the cell, carbon dioxide moves out of the cell, that is, from a region of high concentration to a region of low concentration, by the process of diffusion. Similarly, oxygen enters the cell by the process of diffusion when the level or concentration of oxygen inside the cell decreases. Thus, diffusion plays an important role in gaseous exchange between the cells as well as the cell and its external environment. Osmosis. Osmosis is a special type of diffusion in which water moves from a region of high water concentration to a region of low water concentration through a semi-permeable membrane. What is the difference between diffusion and osmosis? We know that diffusion can occur in any medium, that is, it can occur in solids, liquids, or gases. But osmosis occurs only in liquid medium. Diffusion does not require a semi-permeable membrane, whereas osmosis requires a semi-permeable membrane. What will happen if we put an animal cell or a plant cell into a sugar solution or salt solution? We can get three types of solutions: hypotonic solutions, isotonic solutions, and hypertonic solutions. Let's discuss them one by one. Hypotonic solutions. If the medium surrounding the cell has higher water concentration than the cell, that means if there is more water concentration outside the cell as compared to inside, the cell will gain water by the process known as osmosis. Because through osmosis, water moves from a region of high water concentration to a region of low water concentration. Such a solution is known as hypotonic solution. Water molecules are free to pass across the cell membrane in both directions, but more water will come into the cell than will leave. The overall result is that water enters the cell, thereby swelling up the cell. Isotonic solution. The word iso means same. If the medium has exactly the same water concentration as the cell, there will be no net movement of water across the cell membrane. Such a solution is known as an isotonic solution. In this case, water crosses the cell membrane in both directions, but the amount going in is same as the amount of water going out. So, there is no net movement of water. The cell will stay the same size. Hypertonic solution. If the medium has a lower concentration of water than the cell, it means if the cell has more water as compared to its external environment, then water will move outside the cell. Or we can say that the cell will lose water by a process known as osmosis. Such a solution is known as a hypertonic solution. Again, water crosses the cell membrane in both directions, but this time more water leaves the cell than enters it. Therefore, the cell will shrink.